Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Young Justice. This is Season 3, Episode 23, Terminus. Oh, Lord. Just read the synopsis. Um, so last time, all the secrets were revealed. It's revealed that Haste is the betrayer. She gave Halo up to Granny Goodness and Darkseid. Not by her plan. She was trying to give him to the light, to be fair. But um, the Apocalypse forces now have Halo, who turns out to be the anti-life equation through convoluted stuff. Um, but it's a lot of mind control, basically, which brings me to a point I didn't really, it's been on my mind for quite some time, so ever since the episode happened, but I didn't put two and two together here. Um, Back in, I think it was episode 7, when we first got revealed that there's a secret league, um, they showed a little snippet of Robin and Batman sort of reversing the mind control effects that Mad Hatter was doing on Clayface. And the way it was worded, it was like, I forever release you from any external control of your actions. It was worded very specifically in such a way that some people were theorizing that maybe by the end of the season there'll be another like sort of situation like there was in season 1 where everyone's mind controlled, and because of that these certain characters will be unaffected, such Clayface, Mist, Livewire. Um, and given the way that this season is wrapping up now with the anti-life equation, which seems to be a form of mind control, I'm thinking it's likely that we're actually going to get that. Which would be awesome if they bring it back around because I think it'll be a great payoff. But that'll also be kind of weird because Clayface, Mist, and Livewire aren't too big of names. I know Clayface right now, or he has been, um, working with Batman and Detective Comics, that run. So he's been a good guy, anti-hero kind of, but Livewire and Mist I don't know too much about. I know Livewire is mainly a villain, so I don't really see that happening. Anyways, my point is I think it'll be interesting if they do incorporate that somehow. The other side, we got the reveal that the Secret League was a thing. Jefferson got all mad about it. Some of you guys in the comments didn't, well, in the comments and then just in the public opinion of him, don't really seem to care about Jeff. They're like, fuck you. Like, I'm like, okay. Maybe it's because I watched Black Lightning, the TV show. I need to finish that season too, to be honest. But I don't know. I just feel really bad for him. I feel like he's justified in his anger. So I'm curious to see if he's going to be out the rest of the season or if they're going to bring him back for something. And where does our team go from here? Some of you in the comments were saying that this will probably lead to the breakup of the Justice League as a whole, and maybe the Outsiders will kind of reform with some of uh, the Young Justice team and not Dick Squad, Tim's squad, and they'll sort of form their own thing. And because we know season 4 is going to be more character driven, less expansive, more focused, so I think it's possible that the destruction of the Justice League would lead to that. So it's possible that it'll happen. But I've rambled long enough. Just wanted to say thank you to everyone in the comments for supporting and for having civil discussion. And let's just get into this episode, see what it's about. Oh boy.
How? Sean, now!
Oh. Okay. God, what? I want to know what happened to Hal. Like, I know he's not focused,
No
but
ball moving away this time, boozers.
in the span of 7 years, he has grayed significantly.
Your turn, elongated man.
Oh,
That's
elongated man's here.
elongated man.
Oh God, who's there? Icon, Superman, Captain Atom,
I can see the
Martian
kidnapped kids
Manhunter, and
inside.
Wonder Woman.
Our rescue mission still... Wait. The device has been activated. Brace
Oh
yourself!
Lord!
Keep going! Fight through it!
Why isn't Guy affected? No. What does this mean? Are they all mind controlled now? Why? Why? Oh, yeah, good to follow Jeff. Hey. Oh my God. Bruh. Just be with your protege, okay? Don't think about her.
Our security and privacy violated, or so
forensics indicate by metahumans.
I like that the
My
color
heart
tone
has
has
been
even grayed a
shattered
little
by
bit
these
after this reveal, you know?
betrayals, especially after all my
The
donations.
cinnamon
The
topography.
metahuman you
Convince her I was over my ghost dimension sickness. She'd been at my
Ooh.
bedside for 2 days straight. I finally persuaded her to go home.
Protect our ideals or protect people?
But-
As leaders, we chose to protect people,
No.
including our fellow heroes from the
If you lose your ideals along the way, then what good is
God,
protecting the
how
people?
protected they feel. What I don't get is why you went along with it.
Why wouldn't I?
Agree to secretly stage events? Doesn't that
Whew.
sound a little too familiar?
Good
Or
job,
have you really
Connor.
forgotten how Artemis's staged death led you to brain fry Calder?
No,
Every time you lie to the people you love, McGann, you lose a little bit of your soul.
what we were doing, it wasn't like that.
I'm sorry, but you can't be trusted to decide what it is and isn't like.
Didn't I wouldn't invade anyone's mind this time, and I didn't hurt anybody.
Lies
You hurt
alter
him.
minds, McGann. Lies hurt.
Yep.
Yes,
Hello?
doorman Kirby Jacobs. How can Fred Bug assist you?
Hey, Fred. There's a gentleman here in the lobby to see you guys.
Oh, God.
Is his name Savage?
They're gonna work together because Darkseid betrayed him.
Should I send him up?
That's awkward.
I believe you are shepherds who have lost a sheep.
What's the catch?
The catch, as you put it,
He's
is
going
this.
with-
You promised to tell her abductor exactly who sent you. Your
It's like-
mission.
Oh my God. Is Wally gonna be here?
But I'm going to.
The original
And no one
6
can
are going.
stop me.
No one's trying to stop you.
Hey, don't look at me. I hate being leader.
You keep saying that.
And yet,
But you already are a leader. So maybe the real question is, what kind of leader do you want to be?
yeah. Like I said, he turned into Batman. He didn't want to be Batman, now he is. Just because you don't want to be the leader doesn't mean you are a leader. Aren't a leader, whatever.
Mother Box
Fact
has
is,
Savage's coordinates.
here you are. Deal with it.
Psychic link established.
Then we assume Granny's got him. And we'll just add the Justice League and several dozen meta-teens to the rescue list. No big deal.
Oh God.
Company's coming.
Alpha Squad, take position.
I'm so
Keep
freaking
basic
nervous.
units focused on us, so Beta has a
I'm
clear
glad
shot.
that the original team's back together. I feel like Wally's gonna come! I love this. Come on, Jeff. You gotta hang out with people you trust. You trust Static. He's done nothing to you. Virgil's done nothing to you. Go with your ex-wife. Go with your kids. Go with somebody you trust. Oh God! Mantis is here. This is a multi-episode
Surrender
arc.
now.
There's no way this is gonna happen in one episode. Damn! There we go. Put in some work. Oh, Jesus.
Dude, monkeys must love you. Because you are bananas if you thought the wall man would stay back at the cave and miss this. Kid Flash, you're here. Well, duh.
I'm tearing up.
Fight space babes and giant space bugs on a giant space station in space? Try to keep me away.
I think this is his fever dream. It's his fever dream.
We heard that!
I'm glad that Willie's seeing inside.
Looks like today's the day.
After all, we didn't come for a playdate.
Shh, listen.
Sorry. I'm so excited I'm jostling them.
Kid, wait.
Monsters to a little team-style shock
What
treatment.
is going on? This is Nightmare Monkeys all over again.
Rejected!
Dejected.
Stop!
Rejected!
Why are you doing this to us? I'm waiting for the... Yep.
Nightwing hacked the javelin.
I hacked the javelin.
Your fever dream also hacked into old memories.
Oh,
Feelings.
they all felt it.
We all experienced it.
sorry.
Don't be. Wally's always fighting at our side. And always will be.
We have to move.
Do
You
it
are
time
not
with
100% in the game.
Are you kidding? I haven't felt this good in years.
Oh God.
Let's go jet Granny.
Aw. Look at Anissa and Jen. Yes.
Your trust betrayed by a confidant, and now
Terry's like,
you
"Ooh, not me."
lead your...
Again, the moment we enter, brain blast everyone. Render all unconscious. Friend and foe alike.
That won't work on everyone, especially those under Granny's sway. You are not suggesting she brain fry everyone. Don't you know the effect it has on...
Believe me, I understand the consequences to our friends, but...
But what about the consequences to McGann?
Connor, what about the consequences to the universe? If Granny succeeds in using this anti-life equation, then billions throughout the galaxy will be enslaved. I'm prepared to sacrifice my soul to save theirs. Are you prepared to stop me?
Non-metas suffer from the process in a way that
Oh.
metas do not. You perhaps
Elongated
noticed
man's not
the
a meta?
difference in the residual effect of the ghost dimension upon your Richard Grayson, as opposed to Jefferson Pierce or Calderon. Now, imagine every non-meta in the galaxy suffering that way.
Shit.
Please, hurry.
There! Target that device!
No. No, nope, 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 nope. Calder, use your glyphs. Get out of there. Are we serious right now? That's it?
Well, at long last, rise, children, and bear witness. The age of the anti-life equation is finally upon us.
Told you it wasn't going to be one episode.
The age of dark side begins.
Don't do this to me. I know that's Wally's. This isn't fair. It's not what I wanted when I wanted Wally back. You know. You know what you're doing. Okay. I knew everything that was going to happen, but I did not want it to. Just from a writing perspective, I knew that there was no way they could save Violet this episode. I knew there was no way that whatever happens here was going to be the end of it. I knew there was more to this freaking story. This is the ramping up to the end, so this is going to be like a 4 or 5 part finale, however long it is. Shit. So, everyone on the orphanage is under control. It looks like it was expanding past planets, so I was gonna start listing off people that could help on Earth, but I don't even know if Earth's safe anymore because it feels like we just lost. Like, I don't know. I think we can count on the lights to help out. I think that, okay, I don't think, but I hope that the light has been doing some sort of countermeasure in the background. Like maybe next episode we'll get to see, okay, they sent the Earthlings, they sent, the squad to the orphanage, but in the background, we have Clarion and Lex and Vandal Savage and Queen Bee. She's a mind control person. We see them, they're working on stuff, and maybe they sent like Deathstroke or, the League of Shadows onto the ship, and, they were really working with Terra to do something. Maybe that's my hope. I think that'd be really awesome if we saw, okay, that's what happened with the heroes, but here's what happened with the villains at the time. because we need something to get out of this shit. Um, it's looking possible that what I said about, Clayface, Mist, and Livewire playing a bigger role, it's possible they could actually happen. I'm thinking it's got something to do with the people on Earth still. We can count on Jeff, I feel like. Um, well, maybe not count on him, but I feel like he's going to play a big role. I mean, given the fact that we followed him, he didn't do too much, but we were following him and sort of seeing his, he was feeling betrayed by people, and he was kind of somber. He was hanging out with Virgil, and then he went home to his family, where he actually smiled for the first time this episode. Um, so I'm curious what they're trying to set up with him. Um, we still have half the younglings, like Kid Flash, and I'm forgetting names. Blue Beetle, 13. No, we have them. They're still on Earth. Um, we have a lot of villains on Earth still. We have the Lights, and people that are locked up in Bell Rev, the Suicide Squad. I wonder if they're gonna come back in a way since we're introduced to that fact. Um, and then as far as the heroes go, the Justice League itself, we pretty much only have, well, Batman's not part of the Justice League, but we have Batman, Black Canary, Barry, Shazam. We have a few people, but not enough. Like, and no one that really can counter. I mean, Zatanna, Doctor Fate, maybe, because they did specifically mention them. Um, I don't know. I don't know where we're going from here. Um, that scene with Wally in the I'm glad that we finally got to see what was going on inside Dick's head, because I know that was a big criticism of last episode, was that we spent a whole episode with Gar when he was going crazy, but we didn't even get a glimpse into what was going on in Dick's head when he was having a fever dream and all that shit. So I'm glad that we kind of, I mean, it was what we figured. We figured it was Wally. But for a split second, I was like, oh my god, Wally's back. He's reaching out through the Speed Force. He's going to help them. But no, it was just a fever dream. And I was like, okay. Um, the writers are just cheesing us at this point with Wally. Like, he's in the Speed Force. We know it. I know there's no Speed Force in this universe, but there is. It's just because there isn't a Speed Force doesn't mean it's not undiscovered. Okay, that's the way I'm viewing it, at least. It's like, gravity always existed. Just because we didn't know about gravity doesn't mean it didn't exist. So the characters don't know about the Speed Force, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Why would I don't I just don't see why the creators would say X doesn't exist. Like, it's a thing that exists in the multiverse. So I don't know. It's just like, anyways, that's my hope. Wally's gonna come back, save the day somehow. Um, what else happened that I wanted to talk about? I love that the team was reunited, the original six. They sort of had a moment there. Uh, I think the only thing I wanted to mention tangentially was that, if you guys are reading comics, I know that Wally's finally getting a solo series again. I haven't read Doomsday Clock or Heroes in Crisis, but I know Wally's involved in Heroes in Crisis. Um, but my main point is, I've been missing him since he's gone off of the Titans run. So his little glimpses here are giving me life. I can't wait to read his solo series coming out in October, I think. And I just wish he was in the live action shows. I wish he was in, you know, um, the Wally in the Flash, the Flash series. I'm okay with him. I like him. I really I like the actor, and I like him. But now that I kind of know the comics and I know that there's like two Wallys, spoilers if you haven't been reading Rebirth, it's not really a retcon. It's a retcon. It's not so much of a race bending in the comics. It's the fact that there's apparently two Wallys, and the black Wally is called Wallace West, and he's like a second cousin or something. Um, but so, anyways, my point is, I want Ginger Wally in a live action. I don't mind Black Wally, but I've seen him in the Flash, and I think he's good there. But I want to see Ginger Wally on a live action screen. Anyways, this has been a Wally talk. Thanks for watching, everyone. What do you guys think of this episode? what do you guys think is going to happen in these last? I believe there's 3 episodes left, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. Um, we still got Roy on Earth too. Not that he can do much, but I'm just trying to think of like who can save us, because we just lost pretty much everyone important um, on the ship. On the orphanage, everyone important has been gone. Like we've got the secondary characters and people that we've gotten some focus on Earth still, but as far as like the main cast goes, they're all there. Beast Boy, I guess, um, but like none of them have the power to the they don't have the power to do anything. Um, but yeah, we have 3 episodes left. Curious to see how it's gonna end, how it's gonna wrap up at least. Okay, I don't even know what's gonna wrap up because it's gonna end on a cliffhanger. I feel like. Um, but yeah. The thing I wanted to talk about was McGann. Her and Connor, the sort of moral discussion. At first, I was with Connor in the kitchen, when he was like, what point is losing your soul and morality if, you can't, basically, why would you lose your soul and morality to protect people when that's what it is that you're trying to fight for? You're trying to fight for your ideals. And so if you lose it along the way, you're just fighting for empty husks. And so I like that at the end, it was the only choice was to, lose your ideals in order to save the world, the universe, really. Um, and you have to make empty husks to save the universe. And so I really like that because at first I was with Connor, but then once it flipped, I was kind of with McGann. Like, because yes, it's devastating what she can do with her brain blast, but I was kind of like, well, she could technically reverse it once things are safe. I mean, she did it with Calder, but I know that Calder's was a special case because they had such a bond and it took time and stuff like that. But I mean, in the long run, yes, it's a better thing. Um, and so I don't know if it succeeded here. Obviously it didn't. I mean, they all got consumed by the anti-life equation in the end. But I'm wondering if I guess it's just the principle of the fact that she did try to brain blast everyone. It's not about if she did or didn't in the end fully brain blast everyone. It's just she tried to. So, but I like that moral discussion because it really did change my mind. I was like, maybe I am a terrible human being. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Curious to hear what your thoughts are about that moral discussion in particular, and what do you guys think is going to happen next time? Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next episode. Can't